Did you ever have family come and say an RV or something and then just park in your driveway and stay there for a few days? I feel like that's what I'm doing here. I mean, except I'm not family. I just sort of parked my boat in their front yard. Welcome to Stir Crazy Sailing and Adventures. I'm Dennis. I left a career I enjoyed to pursue the activities that I loved, with the aim of single-handing a sailboat from Lake Michigan to the Caribbean. I expect some success and some failure along the way, but that's part of the adventure. I'll also share with you how I try to stay healthy and fit as I go. Having you along will make this trip even more fun. Thanks for joining me. Wow. Could I have kayaked in today from my boat? Yeah. Should I have? Maybe. They've cut electricity, so I'm fairly safe. Except from, say, jellyfish that are up here or something that wants to eat me. Nothing like that in here. Although, there are some comrades in arms here who are trying to avoid the deep water as well. You'll be surprised to see who that is. I've said elsewhere on my routes that if you're going to sail, you kind of have to get used to seeing spiders. They're everywhere. What I didn't expect to see, looking for higher ground today, from underneath the dock, roaches. Ick, I know. So it is a Sunday, and what did Ophelia do here in Galesville, Maryland? Well, high tide got even higher, so that boats are floating almost up to the dock. Getting on and off my boat is tough. Fortunately, I've got a small stepladder just for such occasions, which I knocked into the drink and then failed to fish out the day after. Kind of eerie, huh? With the residual effect of the storm still in the area, what's a guy to do except work on the boat? This Yanmar has a very small transmission fluid reservoir. It's just motor oil. Getting out the transmission fluid. I know, looks like something from Austin Powers. I'm going to put in this cup the amount I took out, so I put back in the same amount. Yeah, about 1/3 of a pint. No, about 1/3 of a liter, I believe is what it calls for, which is about right here. I also changed my motor oil and filter and felt better for it. A couple of reefs in the main, a late start, going out into, some breezy winds, the occasional gust over 25. Double reefed and looking forward to a real sail today. We'll see how it turns out. Because I'm late, I really don't know where I'm going to land tonight. But I know that the wind is coming from the northeast, and so I will have to plan accordingly for a good anchorage. Thanks for joining me. This video, we're getting out of Galesville and headed down to Solomons, Maryland, then crossing into Virginia at Reedville, and then down to Deltaville. Real sailing today. My furler fouled, so we're definitely sailing. Just not exactly sure where. Across Chesapeake Bay, I think, until I can get somewhere that I can mess with my furler. Until then, I'm dodging crab pots. and figuring out a plan. Full contact sailing today. The wind caught hold of my Genoa. I thought I had it secure and I didn't. And so it unfurled too quickly, fouled the line. It's my fault. I'd love to blame the furler, but I can't. So, you know, this is going to happen. It's not a huge crisis at the moment. I just have to avoid crab pots and enjoy a nice sail. It's beautiful out here, nice wind. This is what the boat was built for. I just don't have full control of my Genoa. So I'll have to mess with that. What's a guy to do except go up on the bow and try to figure out what's wrong with the furler? On this point of sail, I've got a little bit of relief. So hopefully I can untie this. I'll let you know. It's knotted in there pretty well. I'll have to work on it. Somehow the line got looped like this, where it was looped over. So I've pulled it through like that, and now I'm running it back through the furler, and we'll see if I can run it back to the cockpit and have it furl properly. We shall see. It's a saltines and ginger ale sort of day. Man, rough. But I needed to get out on the water. I don't know if you could tell. The waves aren't huge. They're just so close together. And every once in a while, one knocks me a bit diagonal, quartering sea, and that's always rough on the body. So it's 25 to 30. Thanks for joining me, but trust me, you're not missing much. Woo, it's rough. I got my furler straightened out, I think. I didn't want to test it in this wind. I had to unwind the line. So I'm pretty confident I've got it all set. Yeah, I know I've got a lot of sail up. But we need to get to our destination too. Yeah. On the overpowered side, but I'm liking the speed. But we're not far from our destination. Yeah, we're gonna have to bring in some of that Genoa. Woo-wee. Sailed in a gale, anchored at night. I feel a sense of accomplishment today. Sorry about the ride, it was a little bit bumpy. Happy to be here. Oh man, good anchorage. I'll show you what it's like when the sun comes up. Whew. My lower shroud definitely needs some attention. It's pretty common after a big blow. The the shrouds and the stays get stretched a bit. So I'm checking my hardware, making sure that everything's in good shape, and making adjustments where necessary. There we go. Just a little bit offshore here in Solomons. I'm not going to get off the boat. I took care of rigging issues today. I cleaned my bathrooms, cleaned the heads. I did maintenance on the boat, worked out, cleaned, and it makes more sense for me to go to a smaller town. Solomons is a pretty big town. Look at the size of the bridge over there. So getting from point A to point B is difficult, and after taking my life into my hands, riding my bike from Galesville to Churchton to get groceries the other day, I don't really want to go out on the highway. All good drivers, just a very narrow road. It's pretty here. It's really pretty. I wanted to give you an idea of what it looks like here on, where am I? I am on, what river is this? Oh, this is the Patuxent, on the Patuxent River. So I'm off of the Chesapeake on the Patuxent. Dinner is something healthy. I need that. It's a cool place. I just can't work out the logistics to get the boat off, the bike off, get to shore, run around, get groceries and all that kind of stuff when I can do it in a day or two in Reedville, Virginia. That's too bad because I want to get off here, and maybe I will when if I can go to the Annapolis Boat Show. If I can go to the Annapolis Boat Show, I'm going to stop in Solomons and, you know, eat some crab and look around because I've wanted to do that. But this trip, looking at the weather window, it just doesn't, and the needs of the boat, just hasn't worked out. So it's pretty. So this is what it looks like when you know, a guy's trying to get from point A to point B along the Chesapeake Bay and has an opportunity to stop and you know, watch some fishermen. Have you caught anything today?
You got room for two?
I get that a lot. Headed out on an overcast day, more prepared than when I came into Solomons. There was more wind than I expected out there, and today we're ready for more wind. We shouldn't get it too badly for 2/3 of the trip. The last third of the trip down to Reedville, Virginia, things could be a little bit more dicey. But chance of rain, breeze at 15 to 20, and that's pretty good. Following sea. And we'll just see if we can make this a more comfortable trip. Got my ginger ale, my saltines all ready to go. I was just short of green around the gills on the way in. So hopefully got no issues today. But yeah, ginger ale, it helps. Took one Dramamine today too. It's following sea pushes me around in a funny way. I'm good in a blow, but you know, a slow roll or picking me up and tossing me back and forth gets me a bit green around the gills. Talking about it isn't even good for me. So if you're one of those folks, yeah, you know what I mean. And yeah, I'm good 95% of the time, but I was a little bit queasy coming in. Getting ready to sail. Thanks for joining me. Good morning. Got 2 reefs in to start. going to be a windy day. This is about where I always find out what I've not thought of yet, and then I've got to scramble to take care of something. So far, so good. It's a quartering sea with you and me, and the wind is good, waves aren't bad, it's about ready to build. I knew that it would build today. I think it's around noon right now, and I'm going to get some more gusty winds, but those will be welcome actually. That way the boat will heel over a little bit more and smooth out the ride, I hope. We'll see. I've got my ginger snaps. Shoppers Value brand, and actually they're good, and while I appreciate their marketing that they are old-fashioned, meaning that they would have real ingredients in them, what really sold me was that right on the package it says, yeah, delicious taste. So when they say delicious taste right there on the package, man, I'm going for it, right? And they are doing the trick. Ginger snaps and boating, they go together like deer and front bumpers. It's fall, be careful driving out there. I don't know these folks, but I feel like I'm in their yard. That's just the way it is here in the Tidewater region of Virginia. Hopefully nobody hits a golf ball at me or anything like that. Feels like I'm on a golf course and the boat is parked on the 6th hole. Thanks for sticking with me through the dark and bumpy seas. We've now made it into our 8th state and province. Now that we're in Virginia, Reedville was a quick stop along the way, but we arrived at sunny Deltaville, Virginia. I'll be featuring some boats next time, and you're going to love this place because I do. Hey, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe, and please share with your friends. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. Thanks again, I'll see you soon.